And I'm trying to understand that you're investigating the Republican nominee for president of the United States. Okay,
No.
You've already finished with the Democratic nominee.
Yeah, we
Now
were
it's
not
the Republican nominee, and you got a FISA warrant that was a lie, and you say, well, it wasn't. You're head of the FBI. Didn't you check? Didn't you go, hey guys, this is this is a nominee for president of the United States. Let's sit down and talk about what's your evidence. You never did that?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm diving into a political showdown that had everyone talking. Senator John Kennedy took on former FBI Director James Comey in a Senate hearing, and let me tell you, it was intense. Grab your popcorn, because I'm about to break down all the juicy details. So, Kennedy starts off by hitting Comey where it hurts, his book sales. He's basically saying, hey Comey, you're loving all this attention, aren't you? But Comey's not having it. He claims he's not a fan of his B-list celebrity status. Yeah, right. Then we get into the meat of it, the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Kennedy's not pulling any punches, questioning why Comey held that infamous press conference and sent that letter to Congress right before the election. Comey's defense? Transparency. But we all know how that turned out. Now this is where things get really interesting. Kennedy suggests Comey had it out for Trump from the start. He's questioning the whole Carter Page FISA warrant situation. Comey's trying to play it cool, saying they weren't investigating Trump directly. But here's the kicker. Comey admits he wouldn't sign off on that FISA application now, knowing what he knows. That's a big deal, folks. Remember Michael Flynn? Kennedy brings up how Sally Yates accused Comey of going rogue on that interview. Comey's explanation? It was just a misunderstanding about coordination. But you can tell there's more to this story than meets the eye. Kennedy's not done yet. He starts questioning whether the FBI would be better off if Comey had never joined. Ouch. Comey tries to deflect, saying he was happily teaching at Columbia when he got the call to be FBI director. But you've got to wonder, what would the FBI look like today if things had gone differently?
When you went and got these warrants to investigate Dr. Page, that you don't remember much about, what did that allow you to do? Could you follow him around?
First, I didn't, Senator, go get any warrants. The investigative team and the lawyers from DOJ got offers.
Right. Could you follow him around with the authority from FISA?
No, you didn't need authority from FISA to follow someone around. This was about electronic surveillance.
Oh, so you could wiretap him?
It allowed you to collect electronic communications that he was engaged in.
You can wiretap him?
Yeah, that's the old-fashioned term, but yes, it gave you authority to collect electronic communications. Almost no one uses.
Could you bug him?
I don't think there was authority in the FISA application for a remote listening device.
Could you open his mail?
I don't think that was included either.
But you don't remember?
I don't. It's easy to figure out, but I don't. Sitting here, I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. And you're saying today that that if you knew now what you didn't know then, that you wouldn't have signed the application?
I would not have signed the narrow certification that the FBI director has to give, but more importantly, I'd want to know from the team, how are you thinking about this? Why are these things not being included?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're a smart guy. You're honors graduate, William & Mary, Chicago Law School. And you don't like attention. And I'm trying to understand that you're investigating the Republican nominee for president of the United States. Okay,
No.
You've already finished with the Democratic nominee.
Yeah, we
now
were
it's
not
the Republican nominee, and you got a FISA warrant that was a lie, and you say, well, it wasn't. You're head of the FBI. Didn't you check? Didn't you go, hey guys, this is this is a nominee for president of the United States. Let's sit down and talk about what's your evidence. You never did that?
Senator, we were never investigating the candidate, the Republican candidate, Mr. Trump. This was about a surveillance warrant on someone who was no longer associated with the campaign.
Oh, you just got his name out of the white pages.
Whose name?
And then with General Flynn, you've wrapped up your investigation, but you decided to take one more shot. Sally Yates says you went rogue. Isn't that accurate?
It is not accurate.
Well, why would she say that? She sure didn't compliment you. I was sitting right here, bigger than Dallas. Listen to her. She said you went rogue.
Is he asking me what she meant by that?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think she was disappointed that I didn't coordinate the Flynn interview with her in advance, and I understood her concern about that. I think she understood my explanation afterwards as to why I used my authority, which I had, to do it without coordinating.
But you don't like attention.
I stand by my earlier answer. I love attention from my grandchildren and my children and my wife. The rest of it, I could let politicians have it.
Can we agree that the FBI is the premier law enforcement agency in all of human history?
I think so. At risk of offending DEA, I think so.
Mr. Comey, if you'd chosen a different career, say a driving instructor, and you'd never pursued a career at the FBI, don't you think the FBI would be better off?
I didn't pursue a career at the FBI. I was very happily teaching at Columbia when I was asked to become FBI director.
Before I wrap up, if you're enjoying this breakdown of political drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss my future deep dives into the biggest stories in politics. Alright, that's the rundown of this explosive Senate hearing. Comey versus Kennedy, a clash of titans that left us with more questions than answers. What do you think? Was Comey just doing his job, or did he overstep? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning and stay informed.